What it do, what it do, what it do, everybody out there, man. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the Cheat True Podcast with your boy Justin J. Will, whatever you want to call me. Hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. Whenever you may be listening to this, whatever day you may be listening to this, I appreciate you for dropping in, checking in on your boy, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So I appreciate it, man. So I'm doing okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. Nothing else really to be said there. So today on the Cheat Truth, man, I want to get into a couple of real life situations. You know what I'm saying? Some real things that's been going on, man, in the world today. So at the XXXTentacion murder, the 20-year-old rapper from Florida who was robbed and gunned down in broad daylight in Florida, his home state. And you have the 15-year-old kid who was brutally attacked in New York by 6 dudes with machetes. So these two incidents, man, are very sad, and I must say very disturbing, especially the one in New York, for sure. I mean, first of all, man, and I'm not trying to make light of this situation, but where do you get a machete? Like, am I the only one that is wondering? I mean, seriously. Like, where do you get a machete from? Has anybody ever been shopping on Amazon and just seen, oh, well, buy me a machete today? Like, is that even listed? I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm really not trying to make light of, like, this is separate from, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seriously want to know, where in the world do you get a machete? Just where? Like, can you just order it online? Can you just buy it out of store? Do you have to import it or something? Like, where do you get a machete? I know you can get a knife. I know you can go get a butcher knife or something from Walmart. But just where do you get a machete? Seriously. Like, they don't just sell those in stores, right? I mean, you gotta go places. You gotta know people to get a machete, right? I don't know, man. Anyway, so yeah, man, you got these two incidents that occurred, and it's sad all the way around. It's sad all the way around, man. XXXTentacion, 20-year-old rapper, man. To be honest, I didn't know anything about the guy for real. I mean, I've heard of him. I knew he existed, and the only two songs I heard, one song from him, it was pretty tight, and it was just me working out and letting YouTube do what it do. Go ahead and just pick. I start off with a song, and then it'll just pick another song, just keep going, and I hear this song. I forgot what the name of it is, to be honest. I don't even know what the name of it is, but I just remember his name was in the title. And it was a tight-ass song. So I only know that song and the song he had with Kodak Black. So I'm not finna sit up here and act like I was a fan of the guy or anything like that. But I've at least heard a couple songs from him. So the thing that just kind of stuck out to me with this whole situation was that he got killed not too far from where he was born. So he was killed in Deerfield Beach, Florida, which seems like a funny ass name for a town. And that's like 20 some minutes away from his birthplace, which is Plantation, Florida, which is another funny ass name for a town. But you see this with some rappers, man, with a lot of rappers who get killed, who end up getting murdered. I mean, you saw it with Doe B. He was T.I.'s artist. He was dope as hell, man. Oh, my God, he was dope as hell. I seriously hate that he got killed. He got killed in Alabama. That's where he's from. Slim Duncan, my boy, R.I.P. Slim Duncan, got killed in Georgia. Soldier Slim, killed in Louisiana. You got, who was that? Bankroll Fresh, Atlanta, got killed in Atlanta, got killed in Georgia. Like numerous people, man, just numerous individuals. They end up getting killed in their own town. Lil Snoop, Meek Mill's artist, got killed in Louisiana. And, add XXXTentacion to the list of those individuals who ended up getting killed in their hometown, near their hometown, or at least if you want to go higher, their home state. They got killed in their home state. Add him to the list. And also on the same day, you had a guy named Jimmy Wapo, who I've never heard of before, but apparently he had a following. He got killed in Pittsburgh, and that's where he's from. So add him to the list. Man, it's a shame that, first of all, it's a shame that somebody is that hell-bent on flossing, that hell-bent on having money, on getting money, that they are willing to rob you and kill you. Like, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for somebody to be that bloodthirsty, like, damn. Like, I can't say that I've ever been in a position where I've been so broke or just down on my ass that it's like, okay, well, I gotta try something, Like, I've never been in that position, thank God, and I hope I'm never in that position. But I don't know if robbing and killing somebody would be the solution. So it's unfortunate that somebody took it to that level, and it's unfortunate that he had to die in his home state, man. And the thing is, for some reason, man, it's like your own people, they do not want to see you live. Like, they do not want to see you be successful. Crab in the bucket mentality. It's just crab in the bucket mentality. Like, especially if you come from a small town. Like, if you come from a small town, it doesn't have to be a small town, but I'm just going to use a small town for an example. Like, if you come from a small town and you end up making it, then there are individuals who end up getting mad at you or end up resenting you because, hey, you made it and I didn't. You feel me? And then there's extra layers. Like, there's levels to it, basically. Like, if you come from a small town, you make it and you get a corporate job, or whatever. Let's say you're from this small town, 2,000 people, whatever. You end up getting a corporate job and moving to another state, making good money. Okay, that's cool. You get a certain amount of hate, or you're gonna get people who say that, oh, you think you're too good to mess with us or whatever. But if you come from somewhere like that and you end up being a millionaire, oh, okay, well, now you finna get some real hate. Like, you really finna get some hate. Like, that hate is going to be, like, just, like, tripled. Because it's like, oh, this dude made it up out of here, or this girl that made it up out of here, and he became a millionaire. Oh, okay, I don't like that, because I couldn't make it up out of here and end up a millionaire. So why in the hell did he or she end up doing it? Okay, so when they come back, I'm gonna have some fun. Like, it's like, that's really how some people think, and that's sad. You feel me? It's sad that a 20-year-old guy, man, had to lose his life. And like I said, from what I've read, he wasn't a saint at all. But the guy lost his life for nothing, man. Over what? Over what, man? Over what? Some bread, some money. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on out here, man. Then the 15-year-old in New York, that was a case of mistaken identity, which that's even scarier. I mean, seriously, like, just imagine how scared that guy was. Like, he hadn't done anything, and all of a sudden these guys just started, ambushing him. And next thing you know, he's dead. Like, that's scary, man. Like, imagine you just out and about with your kids or whatever, and then all of a sudden you just start getting jumped. You have not done anything. You haven't done anything at all. Like you not into it. You not into the streets. You not selling dope. You not robbing people. Nothing like that. Like it's not like it's karma coming back to get you or anything of that nature. It's just a random ass attack. And the guy ends up getting killed, man. That's pretty damn sad. That's sad, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That hit me when I saw the video and then I heard the story behind it. Like, damn. You feel me? Like what did he do to deserve it? He didn't do anything to deserve it. He wasn't even the right guy. Like, that's not even the person that they wanted. And then another thing that really made me mad. I saw a video where apparently Junior, the 15-year-old kid who got killed, he went inside the store or whatever like twice to try and get help, and they wouldn't help him. Like, that's cold, dog. Like, that's cold, man. That's cold, bro. Like, I understand. You know, we always see these situations and we're like, well, you know, in this situation, I would have did this. In this situation, I would have did that. And at the end of the day, you don't really know what you would have ended up doing because you're not in that situation, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Until you get put into that situation, the adrenaline's pumping. Hey, do we really know how we would have reacted? But at the same time, it's like, damn, man. I mean, you know, I don't know. Like, did the perpetrators threaten them? Like, hey, if you help this guy, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna kill your family. Like, I don't know. But it just seems like, damn, they would have tried to help the guy, and they didn't. Like, he ended up having to go to a hospital himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this. This dude has just been attacked with a machete. A machete. Multiple machetes. Multiple machetes, man. And he ended up collapsing outside the hospital. Dying outside the hospital. And those guys inside the store couldn't help him. Like, that's cold, dog. Like, that's cold, man. Like, if you can't at least like, they couldn't call 911, try to stabilize them or something. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, and that's cold hearted right there. That's cold hearted. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? You know, I feel very sorry for his family, for both of these guys and their families, man. You know, you got one guy who wasn't a saint, but he was doing his music. He was making his money. He was taking care of his family. He was doing what he was supposed to do. And then you got this 15-year-old. He actually wanted to be, I think I read, he wanted to be on the police force. I think he wanted to be a detective or something. You feel me? So he wasn't even into that, though. Like, he wasn't even in the streets like that. He wasn't in the streets at all. I mean, just a random ass attack, man. Like, seriously, could you really imagine it? Like, that is so scary. You just walk out the damn house or you go into the store and then all of a sudden, here comes 6 dudes with machetes. Well, 2 dudes had machetes. It was 6 people, but I think only 2 of them had machetes. But regardless, hell, 1 is enough. And they just start hacking away at you. It's like, damn. And you know you haven't done anything. That's scary as hell, man. So, another thing that stuck out with the XXXTentacion situation was that, you know, you had these individuals who, I guess they saw the incident, and then, of course, it's 2018, so, you know, people have to take out their phones and film a guy losing his life, you know, bleeding, slumped over in the car, because that's just what we do. That's what we do in 2018. You know, we want to do everything for likes, want to do everything for views, everything for retweets. Oh, I'm gonna take this picture and take this video, and TMZ will buy it from me, and I'll be rich. Like, that's what we want to do, right? And that's sad. That's hella sad. I mean, you got these people, man, and I understand everybody's. I mean, what are the chances of you finding somebody who knows CPR, who has nursing skills, anything of that nature? But I mean, there was only like one person who checked his pulse. You feel me? I'm just saying, damn. If I'm in that situation, first of all, man, if Hamilton came out, I'm out of there. Okay. First of all, I'm out of there. I'm speeding down the highway with the people who did the robbery because I'm out of here. You feel me? Like, I'm out of there. So for people to actually stay at the scene and pull their phones out and just film this guy losing his life, like, that's crazy. Like, that is, if there was ever a perfect example of the times that we live in today, that was the perfect example. I mean, you literally had this guy who just got shot. He literally just got shot up and robbed. And people are filming him with their phone. They're filming his last breaths with their phones. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know if I'd be able to stomach that. Like I said, I'd be out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't know. I'm just paranoid like that. Hell, I don't know. Shoot, like Gutter said, man. You know, double back body in the witness. Hell, I don't know. They might double back and try to clap me. Shoot, I don't know. Shoot, I'm trying to get the hell up out of there. If anything, I'm definitely not trying to record the guy. Hell, I'd be trying to help him if I could. But that right there is a perfect example of the times that we live in, man. That's a perfect example of the times that we live in. People would rather pick up their phone and film somebody than to help them. That's just like you had that story down in I forgot where it was. It may have been in Florida, where these guys, these kids, I think they were like teenagers. You had these kids who actually watched a guy drown to death. Yes, they watched him drown to death. They did not call for any help. They actually were like taunting him. Like they taunted him. Like, oh, you finna die, man. Oh, you gonna drown. Like, they were making fun of him as he was dying. This guy is drowning. And they are not calling for help. Do you know how messed up that is, man? Like, I remember telling AC this back in the day, man. Like, I knew that we were in for it as far as youth is concerned when these kids set another kid on fire. This was back in like 2009. You know, this was back in 2009 when this happened. Like, these two kids actually set another kid on fire. So apparently some dude, I think the story goes like one of the kids allegedly owed another kid money, and then when the other kid didn't pay him back, then that kid who was owed money allegedly ended up taking the other kid's bike, and then the other kid told the police that, hey, this guy who says that I owe him $40, owe him money, he took my bike. So because of that, they labeled him a snitch and they set the guy on fire. The guy, the boy who told the police, they set him on fire. They literally doused this kid with alcohol and set him on fire. When I saw that story, I'm like, yep, we are in for it. We are in for it. And I think I've been right ever since. I think I've been right. I think that I was right on that. I think I was right on that proclamation, man. I was right on their prediction. So, yeah, man. It's crazy out here, man. So, thing with these situations, man, it's just so much going on in the world today, bro. Like, When I tell y'all to be safe, I literally mean be safe. Like, I don't just be saying that. Like, seriously, y'all be safe out here. Like, watch who you dealing with. Watch who you let know your every move. Ladies, watch the dudes you let in your life. The dudes you let in your kids' life. Like, seriously, man, because you just don't know. For real, man. Like, you really just don't know. I watched this, I'm subscribed to this channel on YouTube called Active Self-Protection. It's a pretty good channel. And they talk about, like, basically it's this dude who goes over scenario, surveillance, camera footage of somebody trying to, like, rob somebody, and then the person who's getting robbed ends up turning the gun on the other person. Like, just self-protection tips. He gives you tips on, you know, just going out, being aware of your surroundings, using your weapon, having your weapon ready, things of that nature. And one thing he always says, he says, man, when you walk out the house, get yourself right with God. You know, like, make sure that you're right with God. And that's so true. Because you just never know, man. I mean, this guy, XXXTentacion, he just went out. He was in a bike store. Like, he was going to buy a bike. I don't think he bought one, but he was just looking for a bike. He was just going about his regular business. And then next thing you know, he dead. You feel me? You got the 15-year-old Junior. He's just out and about, man, and all of a sudden he gets ambushed for nothing. Mistaken identity. Ends up getting killed. So when you walk out that house, man, make sure you right with God. You feel me? Whoever your God may be, make sure that you right with God. Make sure you right with your family. Because you really just don't know, man. Something crazy. It's just so much crazy stuff going on. So RIP to these brothers, man. RIP to Junior. RIP to XXXTentacion. And I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. That's all I got to talk about today, man. As always, download, subscribe, follow the handles, the social media handles in the description. And I will talk to you guys on Friday. Be safe out there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.